Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn. Things have gotten really interesting, and a lot of information has been laid out for us to take in. We are now about to start a mission called the Looming Shadow, as you can see right up here, which, from what I've been led to believe, is the end of the game, is this mission, the Looming Shadow. And really, with everything that we've been given as far as information, I'm not surprised. This really does kind of feel like the final act. As you can see, Aloy's kind of glowing. We've got the Shield Weaver outfit, which is great, which is kind of a blend of Nora leathers and ancient armor that we found in the ancient armory. Silence has given us his lance, which we have the Master Override on. And we know that Hades is after the Spire, which you can see in the background up here. So, because the Spire, as we found out, is part of the Minerva broadcast network, which Gaia used to generate and broadcast the Pharaoh shutdown codes, which shut down all of the Pharaoh chariot machines. Hades wants to use it to broadcast a reactivation code so that all of the ancient machines come back to life, and he wants to reverse the terraforming process and revert all life on the planet to nothingness. Gaia's out of commission, so if Hades does that, there ain't no coming back. So this is kind of like it for the world. If we don't succeed here, the world is over. We just have to succeed. So let's get going, and we'll talk to King Avad, Sun-King Avad, and hopefully he'll help, and hopefully we can pull this off. Let's go. Normally I'd switch to a Karja outfit because I'm entering Meridian, but I have the Shield Weaver outfit. Why would I switch to anything else? To be fair, I've never actually tested it in combat, but it's I got a trophy for getting this thing, so I'm assuming it's awesome. I like how I'm now just... Aloy's just now allowed into the palace. Alright, let's do this.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Alight, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Yeah, Avad kind of had a little bit of a thing for Aloy, but it was misguided.
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Alright then, to Blameless Murad.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
He's got a point. She's done a lot for a lot of people.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
We know that place very well. Rest before the final battle. Yeah, that gives it an air of finality, calling it the final battle. Oh, a damaged file has been repaired. That's cool. And optionally, visit both defense sites, review preparations at the Ridge, and review preparations at the Spire. First of all, I want to check out that repaired data point. Sobek Journal 71665R. You know the drill. Pause if you want to read it. Here's the first bit. Here's the second bit. Here's the third bit. See you on the other side. Well, I guess we know who's been leaving all the poems in the Metal Flowers then. Naoto. If I recall correctly, Demeter is responsible for reintroducing plant life, which makes sense with the Metal Flowers. Well, I do indeed want to visit both defense sites. And as far as I'm aware... Oh, another damaged file is repaired.
I have a matter of...
I think it's the same one. Yes, it is.
Grace and beauty I would like to discuss with you.
As far as I'm aware, there's nothing else, anywhere else, that I have to attend to. I believe I have done as close to everything as is possible. Okay, the guidance system is getting a little confused. Saying, go this way. Okay, cool. Take the elevators, I'm gonna sing. Yep. That's a beautiful view. While we're waiting, figured I'd take a look. And there's the Spire on the other side of the elevator. You can kind of see it through the grill. Alright, so let's go to the ridge first. It's the closer one. It's also the first one on the list.
Have you just polished that armor,
breaking the
Avad?
sweat.
Of course.
No idea the Nora
Isn't that a
was
little...
fierce.
What?
Nothing.
No,
Out
I'm
with it,
awake
woman.
and alert.
Forget I said anything. You
damn
look
it.
very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
Uthid and Vanasha.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Yeah, Vanasha is intense.
Machines or bandits try to get past me.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but
What you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vinasha. She delights in goading me, like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Vinasha and Uthid. Hey, this looks like Teb.
We all have our place in the order of things.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Watch out for the Asaram merchants. They'll soon cheat you as look at you.
Well, it's good to know about these banners.
Prince Edaman is no traitor.
Oh,
He's joined
another damaged file repaired. Interesting. Yeah, so that's the one we have already read. This one here. You know the drill. Pause if you want to read it. Here's the first bit. Here's the last bit, or second bit. And then there's the last bit. See you on the other side. Well, we begin to see hints of desperation in Sobek. Though, I mean, we can't really blame her. It's a desperate situation, and it was always desperate, and she was always desperate. But brilliant and determined. Let's talk to whoever else we find.
Alita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If Atral were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Alita. Be safe.
We're letting the Asaram take Derval? They'll give him a rap on the knuckles and let him go.
How many men do you think will kill in the
It's
battle?
always the ones you least
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so
What?
cheerful.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raids, there was only one Karja butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion? Who made Sun-King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
That's a nice spear, Uthid.
Thank you.
I like the way you grip it.
Isn't that him?
Enough, woman.
From the Battle of the Dawn?
Can be. Cinnabar Sands was before that, and there were no survivors.
Well, I don't like to boast.
Oh, Sun, keep the shadow from falling upon me.
Hello, Nil. Glad I didn't kill you, because you're here now.
Nil?
Hey, Alight. They told me your name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I've thought about what you said. Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ribs.
But I didn't wound you.
Not by metal. Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The weight before blood is shed, like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you. But you're needed. The battle will be hard.
Hard? I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence. How could I resist?
Yeah, that's Nil. That is Nil. It's nice to kind of have a reminiscent trip down memory lane as to all the people we've helped and seen throughout the game. Ah, and here's someone I enjoy seeing, Petra.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Ostrom, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The targets should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
All right. I remember this.
It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
It didn't quite go on the table, but that's okay. And off to review preparations at the Spire.
Asaram has gone too far this time. Dervahl should die for his crimes.
There it is. Way up there. Oops. Accidentally missed the bridge. Too busy looking up.
Sometimes you just have to take a minute and forget your...
Another... Oh, that's the same Sobek journal. Interesting. That's twice it's given me the same alert. Twice. Way up there. I don't think I've ever been up to the Spire. Interestingly enough. Guess for some reason I always thought I couldn't. Heck of a climb, though. Hello, Talana.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
Sorry, Talana, but you don't have what it takes to take on Hades. I admire the gusto, but... one person against a Horus Titan? Not gonna happen. Though, of course, I say that when I have every intention of taking on a Horus Titan myself, as one person. Alright, who do we have here? I'm sure we have several people. That's the Spire. Yeah, well, let's start at the right and go around. Yeah, definitely never went up here.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
Oh, jeez. Stop worshipping me.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
It looks like these are just generic Braves. Thought I recognized one or two of them, but guess not.
O great Sun, how does your gaze fall? In approval or approach? Turn our heads with your daily pilgrimage, from the east where we came, to the west where only you may go. You grant cold metal the warmth of life, and let the machines bask in your great shining. For you, the shadows shrink and part and gather again only at your allowance, without form. Your eyes, the day, your ears, the priests, your lips, the radiant Sun-King, as there was before and will be again, your light.
Naman, I should have known if there was going to be a Sun Priest here, it would be you.
And if the Sun-King had allowed Outlanders to set foot upon the Alight, this Aloy could only be you. I wish the circumstances were different, or that the Psalms of the Sun could give you peace of mind. But if you'll allow me one pontification...
Go ahead.
You've shown strength and compassion. Our enemies only a desperate hate. Both sides claim the blessing of the sun. But the sun that I pray to, it would bestow it upon yours.
You know, Naman, I'm already under some pretty heavy divine pressure, but I'll try to live up to it.
The tribes united against Shadow. How could that not be the sun's will?
Divine pressure. Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Varl likes Aloy. I think Aloy likes Varl too. Kind of fitting that it's gone dark as we prepare for whatever is to come. This episode's going to go a little bit long, but I figure I should wrap up here before I finish up. This looks like some kind of arena. I feel like I'm going to have some, probably like a final battle with Helis here or something like that.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys just like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Yeah, these ropeways definitely make me think I'm going to be running around here. And it looks like we got our final Sobek data journal decoded. Yeah, there we go. You know the drill, pause if you want to read it. Here's the first bit. Here's the second bit. Third and final bit. See you on the other side. And there is the end. We know what happened after that. Yeah, I definitely get the feeling that I'm going to be running around here, going from one place to another as something tries to kill me. Guaranteed. Oh, where is that Spire again?
What do they want with that Spire thing, anyway?
There it is. So big. Alright, well, I'm going to call it into the episode there. I think all the preparations are complete. Now we just have to fight. You know the drill, click over there. Join me next time as we do it. See you then.